I just wanted to say, top of the morning to y'all. You know, even though I've been up since the butt crack of dawn, 2:53, something like that. Anyway, you know, trying to get shit done. You know, went and got cigarettes, had to walk. You know, ain't got a car right now. You know, as a deal. Had them, but you know, there's some scenario accidents. But grateful to be alive walking, right? Yeah. Anyways, I missed the bus twice this morning. I missed two of them, two different ones. Could have took me to two different stores, but you know, it is what it is, right? Anyway, I could have sat there and bitching. Felt sorry for my situation. I could have blamed everything and this and that, but really, it was my poor time management. It was you're not really thinking that right? Being opposed to just going and doing it, right? Like kind of like this. And so it's my fault. So I could have just sat there and waiting, like everybody be waiting right now, right? Right? 2 weeks through the curve. Almost a year later, right? Still waiting. Could be like that. But that ain't me. I don't like to wait. I don't like to sit still. I like to keep going, moving. Getting shit done. You know? Bust it out. Let's do this. You know? But, you know? Just walking and talking. Walking. Even though my bag hurts like a motherfucker, I pulled my bag out yesterday. You know? Talking about bitching out, right? I mean, this is my little scarfy for the masky. I don't wear it all the time. You know? I do oblige. You know, when they ask me, I'm going to the store or whatever, I will. You know? But if I'm by myself, if I'm walking around or whatever, I ain't wearing that shit for what? You know? But, you see a lot of people doing that, even the homeless. It's kind of weird. But, it's fucking cold out. I'm cold. It's cold out here. I'm wearing layers and I'm still cold. Man. These place fast changes with all these hills. Oh man, I might not be fat, but I used to be fat. Used to be 310 pounds. You know, and that's called dedication. I really. And I was always fat growing up, in and out, fluctuating like Oprah or Christy Alley. Yeah. Any woman kind of really, right? But anyway, so I remember I was in this boys' home when I was like 14 to 16, almost 16, right? Supposed to be there for 6 months. I was there for 19. Because of my dumb ass, I could have blamed everybody else, but at the end, right? It's my actions. Introspection. I learned a lot there, though. My formidable years, kind of, you know? I've always been like that, though. You know? Never really was home. Always foster home, boys home, rehab, Washington City, Johnson, this, that, camps, you know, institutionalized since age of 6, man. I've been in California since 6. People be like, oh yeah, that's my motherfucker. But it's like, yeah, look at me, you know? And if you don't like what you see, stop advocating for policies then that you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. You know? It might sound good, sure. You know? That's how to get you in. You know what I mean? Oh, that's a cool bush. I wonder if that's a burning bush. Is that the burning bush? Could be on fire. That's the fire, the burning bush. Ooh. Anyway, so, you know, you always do that, you know? Hey, motherfuckers get like this. Do the policies motherfuckers be advocating for. You know? People say it takes a village, but nobody wants to be the village, right? Everybody wants Uncle Sammy the government to be daddy. Mommy, daddy, nanny, all of it. Sick, it's gross. That's why we see all this kind of shit. That's why nobody knows how to do anything, be anything, or anything else. That's why they think that this 2020 little shit is actually a lockdown. You could tell people never really suffered in their life. You could tell, because they get a little bit of this, a little bit of uncomfortable, be a little uncomfortable, and all of a sudden, you know, it's kind of funny, right? But it's kind of like, how do you guys do know that, you know, a caterpillar goes on the ground, you doing this little thing, you know, gets a little bigger, gets a little stronger, right? Goes in the cocoon. That motherfucker has to struggle, right? Has to struggle out of that motherfucker, yeah, you know, and then fly or die. And that's really like a metaphor for life right now. You know, we all the caterpillars. This 2020 is our cocoon, and you're either gonna struggle out and make it out and fly and be beautiful little butterflies, or we're just gonna be the grit underneath someone's shoe, really. You know, I mean, people don't like when they like hearing the truth because it hurts. You know, and that's another thing you can tell people are little bitches because you know, little thing, and then, you know, and then you get all sad and angry, right? Well, you know, anger is really just sadness with a mask. Most of y'all been wearing masks your whole lives and don't even realize it. You know, I get it though. You know, I'm not judging. You know, I say these things and I spot these things because I've had them, and I still got stuff. Spot it if you got it, right? And it's like, that's where we all need to stop doing too. We all need to stop thinking that we're all coming at a place of superiority or shit like that, and just start thinking that we all care. That's coming out of a place of love, you know? Even if we're busting each other's balls, it's love. It's all love. Not hostile, angst, and belligerence, vindictiveness. That's evil. That's why your fucking father's the daddy, the saint. Right? That's why you guys all be praying and doing this and doing that and you ain't getting what you want. It's true. You know? That's why a lot of people don't like that kind of stuff, because it convicts. Conviction is supposed to make you better. It's supposed to go, oh, that's supposed to be the voice in your head that goes, oh, yeah, that's right. Get back on the path and stop deviating into the woods of fucking evilness. It's just that simple. Then you wouldn't be buying into all this bullshit. You know? You know what I mean? Like, you can't have people over, you can't have your family over for Thanksgiving, or holidays, or ever. But you can go to a strip club, a pot shop, you can go to the grocery store. You can do anything else. Debauchery. Come on. If you really love your family, you'll be there. If you don't, you won't. Most of y'all don't even call them anyway. Be real. None of you don't really give a fuck about shit. And it's evident. It's evident. Right? Otherwise you wouldn't see shit like this. Right next to shit like that. And that. And this. And that. Right? You wouldn't see that. But yet the community doesn't give a fuck. So why would the government? Why would the world give a fuck if y'all don't give a fuck? If y'all gonna let that slide and let this be like that and then bitch about it all else, really, it's because y'all a bitch. Come on. You know what I mean? It's time to be our brothers and sisters keeper, right? It's actually time to actually have iron sharpen iron, right? And it's also going to have to also accept the fact that a lot of people that we like, a lot of people that we think is cool, a lot of people that we think is this and that, are going to get caught up in the wash. You know, that pain is not going to be their game. It's not. And that's going to be a sad truth of it all, folks. Most of y'all ain't going to make it. Most of y'all taking the mark of the beast and loving it. Most of y'all got Stockholm syndrome with the government. Most of y'all just want a free ride. You know? Like, see? How you doing? Have a good day. My daddy didn't know that. That's how I'm gonna be. Oh my god, I made it. risky business. Anyway, so look, man, most of y'all caught up in yourselves, and it's true, all right? But most of y'all don't even realize it, and it's most of the shit you guys are doing and loving and wanting, and even for yourselves, you know, is to be accepted by people that don't even accept themselves, don't accept nothing, don't know nothing, don't want nothing. It ain't about shit. So stop doing that. Live for you, be for you, because life is short. You know? And before you know it, Granny's gonna be dead, Mommy's gonna be dead, Daddy will be dead, all your siblings and all your family and everybody you love will be dead, and all you're gonna wish is you had fucking 5 more minutes, you had one last phone call, you had one last hug. You guys are gonna all wish that and regret that. You guys all might be saying and justifying it with this fucking bullshit with, oh, the corona and this and this and that, right? But they didn't do it with H1N1, they didn't do it with chickenpox, they didn't do it with measles, they didn't do it with shit, and they're doing it because you're because you're a little bitch and you're letting them. You know what I mean? All they said was kiss the ring, and you kissed the ring and sucked their dick. Like, what the fuck kind of shit is that? You know what I mean? Like, it's just that simple. Stop doing that. You know what I mean? Stand up for yourself, or shut the fuck down and shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? But, you know, that's another thing too. Like, people think that, like, you know, just bitching and shit is protesting, or just bitching is your voice, is your free speech. It's not. It's not. Yeah, didn't you remember your mom and your dad saying, if you don't really have anything nice to say or good to say, just shut the fuck up. Don't say anything at all. And that's what the fuck you can tell. And most of you guys are filthy, dirty, wild animals. Not even raised in a barn. Raised in the fucking wood. You can tell most of y'all don't have no manners, no civility, no etiquette, no nothing, no respect. But you guys all want it all. And that's not how it works. You gotta give to take. You gotta give, you know what I mean? And take to give. I mean, that's how it works. It's a two-way street. It's a highway. It's like this, right? Up and down, up and down, up and down. Right? Right? Come on, people. Get it together. Get your shit together. You know? No, I can't, because I don't have a car. I don't have this. I don't have that. Okay, go get it. Wake up early. Go get that shit. And if not, and if you ain't about it, then shut the fuck up and quit bitching. You know? Because most of y'all are really exposing yourselves when you guys talk a lot. When you guys ever all this and that. You guys can really tell that you guys are all just really childish and just really just want, like, never really left mommy and daddy, and they're just on the tit. Alright? Whether it's really a real tit, right? Or it's a fucking bottle, or it's the pipe, or it's this, or it's that, or it's the government, or it's the excuses, or it's this, you know? And really, you just gotta man up. I mean, life's not fair. Life's not fair. Life's not easy, and it shouldn't be. Because if it was, you guys wouldn't appreciate it. Just like you guys don't appreciate the shit that's been given to you now, right? Right. It's that simple. This is a test, and most of you guys have all failed. It's just that simple. You guys all think you guys are good. You guys think you're smart. And me included. I mean, me included, right? We isn't all of us, right? Look at the doggy. Look at the doggy. Oh, look at the doggy. Yeah, he's a good boy. Yeah. Look at you guys. Yeah. Just like most of everybody. Going in circles. Going in circles. Going in circles. Going in circles. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Get it, boy. Yeah, but he's an animal. He's like a real life animal. You guys aren't. Right? Anyway, I walked like a mile and a half. I think I got like another, maybe a mile, maybe less. About 3-mile walk. 3.4, 3.8, something like that. On my shred road legs. Fucking the miles. You know? But come on, people. Really. Really. You know? It's time to actually, you know, you guys all, I'm a woman. I'm a this, I'm a that. But then start acting like it. You know what I mean? And if you ain't, why should anybody else respect you like that? Why? If you don't take yourself seriously, if you're not respecting yourself, why would anybody fucking else? It's that simple. If you don't care about your shit, why would anybody else, right? Right. So, you know? Anyway, this is all love, people. And it's like, you know, also it's like, whenever I talk, whenever I'm saying stuff, you know, and I say it out loud especially, you know, and you hear, like, it says it out into the ether, the stream of consciousness, right? Which also has just been nothing but hostility, victimhood, right? And everything else, which is also why everybody's also suppressed, right? Spiritually suppressed, emotionally, right? It's mind, body, and soul, right? Life is like a teeter-totter, and the soul part is the little part that balances the mind and the body, right? And people are just mostly focusing on the body or the mind and never teetering and not tottering, right? And it's just that simple, folks. Like, you know, just get it right. It's not that hard, folks. Life is not that hard. It's only as hard as you make it, right? So, and remember that, like an obstacle course, right? Life is like an obstacle course. It's like the triathlon, right? So, and if Bruce Jenner can get the gold triathlon, anybody really could, really, right? If Caitlin, right? Come on. So, remember that. No hurt, no big shirt, right? No pain, no gain. Right? But like, we also have to like realize too, like, we also have to hear everybody out. Hear them out. Let them hear. You know? Don't just be like, oh, you're dumb. You're just not. You know, actually engage. Find out why they think that way. Why they're coming from it. Why. And then you can do something and go from there. But most of us aren't doing that. We're thinking it's coming from a good or an evil place. And that's kind of like a religious crusade, kind of, in a way, right? Think about it intelligently, right? And like, I remember I was in this one rehab, right? And my counselor was like, this Iranian guy, right? He was like in the Iranian army and stuff. Intelligence, he said. Who knows, right? Who knows? Anyway, really cool guy. And everybody hated him, right? But he's a hard ass. But like, me and him would get in these conversations and shit, you know? And I was one of the first people to actually graduate that place. But he was like, he had to have a real ceremony. It was kind of cool and shit, right? And he told me, he's like, hey man, when I left, he's like, hey man, just realize, you know, you don't have to answer things right away. You don't have to give a response to everybody and everything right away, you know? It's okay to think on it, to mull on it, you know? That way you can give a better and a deep, a real good answer, and not just, you know, one right away and then have to backtrack or clarify. It's okay to take a week or two or a couple days or whatever and mull it over, sleep on it. You know what I mean? And I think that's another thing. I think in this instant gratification, in this instant message, all this instant, people have lost, I meant to say it, people have lost that sense of humanity, really, right? Of lack of a better word, of civility. I mean, that's why you see people lashing out when they don't understand something, instead of just trying to figure it out and you know, asking questions to better understand. You know, everybody just assumes that they're just really smart and intelligent people, right? And that's narcissism, folks. That's narcissism. Humbleness is key, right? If you humble yourself, the Lord will lift you up. So humble yourself, right? Realize that, like I said before, we're all pieces of shit. Some are just nuttier, some are smellier, right? Some are bigger, some are smaller, all shapes and sizes, right? And that's a good way to realize that everybody is equal in that way, right? I mean, it doesn't matter where you go, right? Every religion, every psychology, every philosophy, all comes down to a matter of we are all infallible. We're all fallible human beings. We're all, you know, and we all get the same doom, right? We're all going to end up to be tree feed and worm feed soon, right? So really just love each other. Life is short. We only have a short time being here. And I really do believe that we're meant to be here to love each other and to cherish each other and to build really a good society of love and kindness, and generosity, stuff like that, you know what I mean? But I think we have lost our way multiple times, but I think that this setup is meant to be so that we can always come back, you know, like a cycle, like the pendulum swings back and forth. I think that this is kind of what it is. Some people call it a reset, people call it whatever the fuck they want to call it, but those are just labels and terms that people want to use so that they can seem smarter or better or whatever, right? For accolades, whatever. It doesn't matter. But, I mean, again, it doesn't really matter what things are called. It doesn't really matter. I mean, who's getting the credit for things. As long as what's good and what will prosper us as a humanity, as a whole, that's all that really matters, right? Fuck the credit, right? Anyway, I'm almost to the store. Gotta get some shit for Thanksgiving. Gotta help my mom out. You know, my mom's 72, 73, 72, something like that. And she's got congestive heart failure, man. You know, my mom's always hasn't really been a perfect mother. But, you know, after she got done with drugs and stuff, she tried. And she's always been there for me, even when I was acting out, being foolish, in my fallen state. And helped me get off and paid for a lot of my restitution, which astronomically high, $20,000, $40,000 and stuff. Now it's my turn to pay her that and help her out while she's out. And that's what I do. It's called a duty. You know, I don't have that shit. I'm all in. That's what I do. You know, and that's why sometimes it might take me a little while to get into something, because it's when I'm in, I'm all in. You know, there's no hands, ass, fans, or buts. You know, there's no half. I'm all in or about it. I'm all about it or not about it at all. That's just who I am and what I'm about. You know, and so. But I'm also a very giving, helpful person. I will do anything and everything I can, sometimes to my own demise, and it sucks, but that's just who I am and always have been. It doesn't matter. Even though I've had a horrible life and a bad life and a struggle life, I'm grateful because it's made me who I am and everything else. So just be grateful. Be grateful. Find the silver lining in shit, people, because life is amazing, life is beautiful, and you can be too, right? It's not that hard, folks, right? All right. Much love, y'all.